Sean Wang, software engineer here at CV Insights.
And I'm Mike Bruni, VP of Engineering. Today we're going to talk to you about building an organization that supports developers. Unfortunately, most big companies out there are lousy places for engineers to work. They're large, they're corporate, and a lot of time engineers are prohibited from performing their jobs effectively. There are artificial limits on the process. You have to do this in ASP.NET, or you have to use these corporate libraries that we've developed.
What's important for me is the latitude we're given to work here. There are standards for the products we deliver, but we're given freedom in the tools we use to get there. We can choose the processes that we think are best suited for the job if it make a good case for it.
And that works well with the Agile Scrum methodology that we use here. It helps create a system of checks and balances between the product team and the engineering department. We produce high quality code that satisfies the product's needs to drive the business forward, and in return, we get the flexibility to run the engineering world the way that we want to. It's a win-win and allows for a collaborative environment.
And collaboration is crucial. At the end of the day, what we as a group agree on is a lot better than if we had just pursued it on our own. Back and forth and constructive conflict makes for a really productive team.
The outside perception of developers might be that we're cold and we're rational, and we are. But the truth is also that we're partisan and we have our own biases. There's almost always going to be a discussion around how we're going to approach a problem, unless there's obviously a consensus.
If everybody has something to bring to the table and everybody recognizes that, it creates a really collaborative environment. Working in a place where no one is being overly attached to their argument, not taking pride in some kind of proprietary knowledge, it's very easy to do the same thing.
When your team is made up of people with diverse skill sets and different backgrounds, it helps to encourage collaboration. Like for instance, right now our data team is experimenting with Hadoop, Elastic MapReduce, and Apache Spark. And soon they're going to share their discoveries with the rest of the team. We do data processing all over the place, so knowing how to use tools to create more efficient code and jobs benefits everyone.
And it makes our technology stack that much better. We use several technologies with overlapping concerns, but in time, we'll recognize that one is better suited for our processes than others. When there's a natural consensus, we'll pick one, retrofit the code, and end up with a choice that works best for all of us. And everyone was part of the decision.
When you enable and encourage people to work with freedom, it's also important to ensure that each team doesn't become siloed into its own niche. It's about stewardship, not silos. You need to have a set of individuals or a team that knows the system or part of the system be well enough to be responsible for its architecture, but at the same time, that team shouldn't become a block to other teams that need to add functionality that's relevant to them.
And while there's always a strong sense of ownership, no one is hoarding secret knowledge.
We're all on the same team. We all have the same goals, which is to build great software.
For instance, someone might ask me about how to do natural language processing in Java, and then come around and teach me how to use channels to communicate between processes in Go. A willingness to share makes a big difference.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Sean, and today we talk to you about building an engineering organization that supports developers.